do that. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what's happening.
We can hear you.
What in the world? I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to do this. But I saw them a minute ago. My computer's acting crazy.
Can everybody hear me? Okay. Okay, we're good to go, Martin.
Okay, excuse me. Well, my name is, everybody can hear me, hopefully, yes? My name is Martin Shipson. I am the chairperson of the Committee of Adjustment, and I call the meeting to order at 9:03. The committee members include members of council. However, we sit at this table as the Committee of Adjustment and not as members of council. Our jurisdiction lies solely with matters of consents and minor variance applications. The secretary of this committee is Lindsay Green, and this is a hearing to consider applications for minor variances and consents within the township of Southgate and is held under the provisions of the Planning Act 1990. This hearing will be in accordance with the Provincial Planning Act, the Municipal Act, and the Township of Southgate Official Plan. Confirmation of agenda. May I please have confirmation of the agenda? Moved by Barb, seconded by Brian. Thank you very much. Be it resolved that the committee confirm the agenda as presented. All in favor or any opposed? That's good. That is carried. The declaration.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Because, I'm just counting. We have 4. So Councillor John, there she is. I just was worried that the connection had been lost. Thanks.
Okay, won't do that again. All in
We
favor?
can go down to 3, Councillor, or Member Devine, just for no.
Okay, so that was moved by Barb, seconded by Brian. No opposition. That is carried. Excuse me. Declaration of pecuniary interest. Are there any? And seeing none, I will remind the committee to declare any pecuniary interest, if any should arise during this meeting. So the adoption of the minutes, may I get an approval of the minutes from the previous meeting? Moved by Joan, seconded by Brian. Thank you very much. Be it resolved that the committee approve the minutes of the previous meeting as presented. All in favor? That is carried. So the hearing today, I will ask that anyone speaking about an application state their full name and address for the record. Please keep all remarks relevant to the consent or minor variance application before us, as the Committee of Adjustment has no jurisdiction on any other matters. Any material submitted to the committee for viewing will remain the property of the Committee of Adjustment and will be available for public viewing in the application file and may be placed online. Please direct all remarks and questions to myself, being the chair. This will enable the hearing to be conducted in an organized manner. So there's only one file today, and that is A6-25 for Maria and Raul Raposo. I hope I said that right. Concession 8, Lot 26, Geographic Township of Proton, Township of Southgate. And the purpose of this application is to recognize the existing front yard for a single detached dwelling and 3 accessory structures as follows. And I might as well read it all out. There's 4 columns: building, required front yard, proposed front yard, and the proposed variance. The building, single detached dwelling, required front yard is 20 meters, and it is plus minus 11.5. Proposed variance is plus or minus 8.5 meters. The sea container or shipping container, whatever, 20 meters, plus minus 12.5. The variance is plus or minus 7.5. Shed 1, 20 meters. Proposed front yard is plus or minus 9.5. The proposed variance is plus minus 10.5 meters. And the shed 2, the same again, 20 meters. Proposed front yard is plus or minus 4.5 meters, and the proposed variance is plus or minus 15.5 meters. Excuse me. The existing single detached dwelling is plus or minus 65 square meters floor area, while current zoning requires a gross floor area of 105 square meters floor area. And because of that, the effect of this application is to permit the existing single detached dwelling, a sea container, and 2 sheds to remain at their current location on the subject lands, and to allow the single detached home with a plus or minus 65 square gross floor area. And the location of the subject land is concession 8, legal description, concession 8, lot 26, geographic township of Proton, township of Southgate, with a civic address being 126-152 Southgate Road 12. Was there a request for deferral or withdrawal of the application?
None received, Chair.
Thank you, Lindsay. And may I please have the clarification that the sign was posted?
Yes, through you, Chair, the sign was posted and notice was sent out in accordance with the Planning Act.
Thank you very much. So I see Ken, Bill, and Victoria are on the line, but I'm assuming you're taking this, Victoria?
That's
Great.
correct. Yep.
So please provide us all the comments and your report.
Perfect. Okay. So the subject lands have approximately 406 meters along Southgate Road 12, over 1,000 meters depth, and about 40 hectares in area. As mentioned, there's an existing single detached dwelling, a sea container, and 2 sheds on site. So the applicant, as mentioned, is seeking minor variances under section 445(1) of the Planning Act to legalize the existing single detached dwelling and the 3 accessory structures as well, which were established about 13 years ago. So the relief concerns the single detached dwelling, requires about 8.5 meter variance on the front yard. It requires a 20-meter setback. The A1 zone also permits the single detached dwelling, which should be accessory to the agricultural use, as well. The regulations in the A1 under section 6.2 require a minimum front yard of 20 meters as stated from an improved public street, and 105 square meters when no full basement or cellars provided for the single detached dwelling. At this point, staff feel that the variances do not impact nearby farms, and the applicant also provided some minimum separation distances in attachment 3 of staff's report. The accessory structures as well do not meet the required front yard setback of 20 meters within the A1 zone, so they're requesting relief for those structures. The deficient setbacks are included in a table in staff's report on page 2, and then shown on attachment 1 on page 5 in staff's report as well. So some comments received were after the publishing of staff's report, include the Historic Saugeen Métis, who had no concerns with the application, and Township Public Works, which stated that safe access can be provided and had no concerns. As well, the Saugeen Valley Conservation Authority noted that they were made aware of the unauthorized development on the property back in 2024 and then conducted a site visit in November of 2024. Some comments from January 2025 of this year indicated that the SVCA staff consider the unauthorized works to be approved after the fact, and a permit is not required. So the proposed variance, we believe, staff, is minor, desirable for the appropriate development of the lands, and maintains the intent and purpose of the official plan and zoning bylaw, including maintains the general purpose of the official plan as the rural designation permits the single detached dwelling accessory to agriculture. As well, maintains the general purpose and intent of the zoning bylaw as the existing single detached dwelling and the accessory structures meet the other required setbacks and provisions in section 6, which is the A1 zone, and is minor in that the proposal complies with the remaining regulations in the A1 zone, and as stated earlier, would not impact any nearby farm operations. They've provided MDS calculations and no issues were raised. And the reduced front yards are also screened by an existing tree line along Southgate Road 12 as well. And it is desirable for the appropriate development of the lands as the existing structures are permitted in the A1 zone and will not impact any surrounding lands. Though a building permit is required for the single detached dwelling and applicable accessory structures to meet the building code. So this application seeks to legalize the seasonal use of the property and bring the site into compliance with the building code and other applicable laws. So staff support the application as it meets the test for minor variance, and happy to take any questions at this point.
Okay, before that, if the applicant is in attendance, if you'd like to speak about the application, please state your name, and the floor is yours.
You'll need to unmute yourself. There'll be a microphone that you click on.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Sorry,
Yep.
first time doing this, so I'm
no problem.
little nervous here. It wasn't working right to set it
No
up.
problem. We can hear you.
Anyway,
Yeah, we can
I'm
hear you.
Maria. This is my husband Raul, and we've put in this application because obviously we did something we shouldn't have prior to getting approval. So we are now trying to meet whatever requirements are needed to rectify that. So other than that, we're at your mercy, and be kind, and that's really all we have to say, unless that's really it.
Okay, well, Maria, thank you for that. I must admit, it's the first time I've ever heard an applicant saying we're at your mercy, so that was
Well-
quite intriguing. We'll certainly do the best we can for you. So with that being said, any of the members present, do they have any questions? Barb, I see your hand. Go ahead.
Thank you and good morning. Through you to the applicants or to Victoria, what is the actual square footage of the dwelling?
Through the chair, it's about plus or minus 65 square meters. So requires about 40 square meters for the variance to meet the 105 square meter, because there's no cellar or basement within the dwelling.
Okay. And is the residence or the dwelling still seasonal, or are they there full time now?
Seasonal. Seasonal. My husband puts down like crops, like for us, vegetables. So he does go there during the summer. And if it takes a couple of days to kind of tend those, like he'll sleep overnight, but it's not
It's not.
yeah, it's a season, well, temporary seasonal. I don't know how you
Nope,
would explain that.
Thank
Like,
you.
It's a bit of a upgrade from camping in a tent.
In a big way. It looks lovely. From the aerial shot. I guess just one more question to Victoria. The building permit application will trigger MPAC, which could trigger development charges.
Through the chair, I believe so, yes. It would be assessed through MPAC because currently there's not
Okay,
a
thank
building
you.
permit for the single attached dwelling.
Okay, yes, Joan, I saw your hand. Go ahead. Go ahead, Joan.
Sorry, good morning. I was just trying to get off to unmute. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Victoria, could you explain a little bit more about the sea container? What's in the sea container? What are they doing with the sea container? And Ms. Lours, thank you very much for doing the right thing and getting the application going and all of that. So thank you for really stepping up and doing the right thing.
Through the chair, it might be, if Maria, if you could clarify what you use the sea container for, that's not usually
Storage.
typically, storage or an
Yeah,
accessory
storage.
use to the
Storage.
site.
Storage, yeah.
Wait. Yeah, we have to wait for the green thing. Yes, storage and storage.
yeah.
Yeah, and the ATV. Yeah, sorry. That's what I was trying to think of the name. Yeah. Tools, just things to work on the land. Sorry, did you hear me?
Thank
Yep.
you. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
sorry,
you.
sorry. Okay.
Any other questions, Joan? Okay, thank you. I have one for Victoria. This one might just be house cleaning, or if I'm reading it wrong. On page 11, items 14 and 15, where they talk about if the water is provided to the subject land, and obviously it says written there plain as day, water is brought in. But number 15, I realize it is a three-season dwelling, hunting and farming and what have you. But number 15 says sewage disposal is provided to the subject land by a publicly owned and operated municipal system. And then it's checkmarked privately owned and operated individual or communal well. And then the third one is privy or other means, like i.e. outhouse. Was that checked off? And will these variances affect if they do want to put a septic system in or anything like that, or a well?
Through the chair, is it the application you're referring to?
Yeah, on page
Okay.
11 of what
Yeah.
you sent out.
Yeah, whatever is required for the building code for septic and whatnot, they'll have to meet.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So that's it for me. Are there any in attendance who would like to speak in support of this application? They are here and they support it. No one else by the look of it in participants. So that brings us to the anybody in opposition to this application. And seeing none, I will again ask committee members, any questions, any further before I take a vote? Seeing none, may I request a mover and second? Oh, Barb, go ahead.
I move we grant the application with the conditions as outlined.
Great, thank you. Do I have a seconder, Brian?
You want me to read it, Chair Shipston?
Well, I have it in front of me. I can read it.
Okay,
if
you go
want.
ahead. I wasn't sure if you had it.
Yeah, and I printed it off last night.
Okay, good.
Thanks, Shabby, for sending it, by the way. So, yeah. So we have a mover and a seconder to grant. Any opposed? Good. Be it resolved that staff report PL 2025-060 regarding minor variance file A6-25 for 126152 Southgate Road 12 be received for information, and that committee consider approval for minor variance A6-25 to reduce the required front yard setback from Southgate Road 12 to plus or minus 11.5 meters for the existing detached dwelling, plus minus 12.5 meters for the existing sea container, plus minus 9.5 meters for shed number 1, and plus minus 4.5 meters for shed number 2, and that the required gross floor area required for the existing single detached dwelling on site be reduced to plus minus 65 square meters, and that a building permit is obtained for the single detached dwelling and any applicable accessory structures to ensure compliance with the Ontario Building Code. And the decision of the Committee of Adjustment was to grant this application. So the notice of decisions from today's meeting will be signed electronically by members and distributed accordingly per the Planning Act. And I did get that confirmation that it was passed, right? I did say that. I didn't do that last time. Thank you very much. And the committee decisions may be appealed pursuant to Section 17D of the Planning Act within 20 days of the date of the notice to the Ontario Land Tribunal. And may I ask for a motion to adjourn? Brian moves it and Barb seconds. So I hope we were merciful enough for you guys, and
Thank you.
good luck, and I hope you have a good season with your farming this year. Everything
It's
seems to be
starting to
going
come
good.
out. Thank you.
Okay, that's great.